Hello guys, how are we? This is pretty intimate. Well, it's not at all, is it? I'm just sunbathing, I'm on a sunbed. But we're gonna have a little chat. While I lie here, catch a tan on my back. I am doing some work as well. I'm editing maybe from the YouTube videos. I've honestly been really good over the past few days, and I'm trying to think about what's kind of shifted as to why I'm feeling good and more comfortable rather than uneasy like I had been the past few months. I think it's like multiple things, obviously. One in which is that I'm finding my footing, finding my routine, settling down here, very excited for the future of moving long term to Koh Samui. I don't know, there's just a lot of it's just so homely now. It's just like a big breath of fresh air, like I've said. Just being here and have my little routine that I do every day, which is all just to it all just benefits me. And actually something interesting that I said to Ted last night, I was like, especially once we've moved in, we're going to reach a point where we're really, really comfortable. You know, there's going to be some little challenges whilst moving in, maybe some things we disagree on. I don't know, I said I wasn't being negative, it's just me being real. We're going to move in, and then after a few months we're going to get really, really, really comfortable. We'll be really complacent with our life. You know, it's not like we're not pushing ourselves in other elements like training and whatever else, but just living wise, we're going to get really comfortable, and then it's going to reach a point where that just gets disrupted by something, even if it's in a few years time when it comes to kids and marriage and or pets or having to go back home or something. But it's okay. The thing is, I'm not trying to be negative or pessimistic. I'm just preparing my mind, not for the worst, but for other possibilities. You know, it's not always going to be all sunshine and rainbows, and that's what I need to remember. Obviously, every day I'm so grateful for when I have a very peaceful, easygoing, loving, happy day, when nothing goes wrong and I'm feeling great and my energy's high. But I feel like it is actually important to kind of check back in with reality and just know that that's not always going to be my reality, if that makes sense. I don't know if that sounds really negative, but for me, I just think it's realistic. I said to him, what also might be cool is that we might even, by the time that we do face these challenges in a few years' time, we might both be so spiritually enlightened and done so much work on ourselves that these challenges aren't even challenges to us now. They're we just have a positive outlook on everything, and our emotional intelligence is just so good that it doesn't, knock us back. And that's a possibility. I don't know, I enjoy thinking about the future, and I enjoy thinking of what could happen, and I also have a fixation on planning the future, which is another thing we've been discussing recently that I need to just learn to let go a little bit. And I have been definitely accepting just I love the idea of I didn't fart, I promise, of slow living. I say this all the time, and this is why I feel so at home and at peace in Thailand, because of this ability to just get up and take the day as it comes and just fucking breathe. I can't explain it. I'm getting a sweaty moustache now. I'm definitely learning to do that a lot more, and I love that as well. But my mind is just been programmed through the self-development that I did. It's just been programmed to instantly go to okay, time schedules, time slotting, quarterly goals, I don't know, just planning, just having things in place, which I think is a great trait to have, to be honest. But I'm trying to kind of experience the other side of life as well, which is just sabai, taking things as it comes, chill, zen. I don't know how I got onto that tangent. What was I actually going to talk about? I was actually going to talk about I keep waking up with this sunken, oh my god, my hair, sunken feeling in my gut, and it's not a negative feeling. It's just the awareness that my life has shifted so much now, and that my mum, my sister, my brother, my family and my home in the UK is no longer that's no longer my immediate reality. Does that make sense? Obviously I miss my family all the time, but there are some days you just wake up and I'm oh my god, just the fact that they're not even in the same house as me, and they're not going to be anymore. Like, I've made this decision now, but I'm going to move on, move away, and live my life somewhere else. I'm sweating like a pig. I'm going to go in the pool in a minute. But yeah, I don't know, I think traveling, like backpacking and going off for 6 months and stuff, you miss your family a lot, and like you always know you're going to come home to them, and if anything, it makes your relationship a lot stronger when you do come home, because you can appreciate what you have at home. But when you've now decided to actually move out to another country, and like, I don't know, I think I'm just like struggling to actually accept that that is what I've chosen to do sometimes. But then I know it's for the better. So like, if I were to just live in the UK just because the sole reason that my family are there, obviously that's a big reason, but the sole reason of that, then I'd just be stunting my growth completely, because I wasn't growing in that environment anymore. So yeah, it's a harsh truth to like face, but that's the reality of it. Also, I got a tattoo last night, guys. It's kind of in my boob, so I'm actually not gonna show you. Maybe in another video when I'm wearing like a normal vest or something. And it was the most awkward thing. Well, it's not awkward, but like I had to just have kitchen roll on my boobs and tape it up in the tattoo shop, which I think I've said it before, I just don't like being naked. I don't like anything in front of anyone. So that was something else. But basically I got the 7 chakras. I think it's the Hindu symbols of the 7 chakras in between, and like this kind of like sun design, and I actually drew it, so I'm really proud of myself. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating so much. Yeah, I'm really proud of myself that I've actually drawn one of my tattoos that I have now. It wasn't hard exactly, but like I just never really thought to do that. So that's cool that I can say that. And since getting that, we smoked a little bit of weed last night, and I just had a bit of an epiphany, and I was like, right, 7 chakras, I don't know too much about them. Like, I've done a few meditations on like clearing your chakras and stuff like that, and I know what each one is kind of necessarily for, but I now want to like go all in, and basically every month, every 4 days, because it will divide into like every 4 days, I want to have a day where I do loads of rituals to clear that chakra, to whatever for that chakra. Like every 4 days have like a dedicated day to that particular chakra, and just like do an activity that might cleanse it, eat something that I don't know, I've not done enough research, but that's what came to mind. So I'm gonna plan that now as well, after I go for a swim and edit, and I've got so much work to do, but it's fine. We're gonna go Muay Thai today, and then we're gonna go to the recovery centre tonight, so there is no complaints at all. It's just me brain dumping, and yeah, I think I'll leave that here. I'll see you tomorrow.